Hey everybody, this is Joseph Pasek, and welcome to the Fired Up Network. Welcome to the Sports Wrap with the broadcasting legend, Stormin Norm Rumack, and some person wearing I don't like that shirt. I think you should take off your shirt. We're going to have a problem. Look, hold on. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to talk to the producer to zoom in.
Get the producers to zoom in on that because they're going to be the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah. All right. Whoever wants to talk about that lousy game, we'll talk about that lousy game next week or maybe even today a little bit. But let's first start off talking Norm's favorite sport. Last night, do you know what was at the Scotiabank Arena? Norm?
No. What?
Hawk fan. Do you know who was at the Scotiabank Arena?
Wrestling.
Yes, wrestling. Monday Night Raw, Netflix. Norm, did you watch it?
Absolutely not.
Norm, are you going to watch Saturday afternoon Royal Rumble from Saudi Arabia?
Absolutely not.
Did you watch Saturday Night Main Event preview with Seahawk fan and Zania?
Absolutely no.
What if you watched it? If I send you the tape, are you going to watch how right I was all the time?
For sure not.
All right. Thanks a lot for your contribution, Norm. Now,
No
I
pleasure.
just want to start off this. Rey Mysterio. Nobody. First of all, I need the sounder. I need the sounder here. Seahawk fan, are you going to give me the sounder?
You need some sound?
Yes.
Okay, well, what am I?
All right, forget it. Nobody
what kind of sound? Is it sad? Is it a good thing?
Yeah,
what
sad,
kind of sound?
sad. It's like Norm crying. Sad.
Okay, ready?
That's heartbeats, man. Don't give me heartbeats. I'm scared of my heart. All right. Anyways, Rey Mysterio, of course, legendary Rey Mysterio. He was injured. He fought through the injury, but they are taking him to the doctor to see what's going on. Question mark now if he'll participate at the Royal Rumble. Of course, Royal Rumble happening this Saturday. So Rey Mysterio gone. Now, a lot of people have asked me, and I'll get into that later on this week when we hopefully have Jimmy from, Huge Pop Wrestling talk about the Royal Rumble preview. But it looks like AJ Styles is going to retire Saturday to Gunther, Norm. Gunther is going to retire another guy. He retired John Cena and he retired Goldberg, and now he's going to retire AJ Styles. Give me your thoughts on AJ Styles, Norm.
I haven't got any thoughts on AJ Styles. I don't watch wrestling. So thanks, but no thanks.
Okay, so Norm,
I've never watched wrestling.
UFC 325 is going to happen on Saturday, Norm.
Well, that's nice.
You're telling me you're not watching UFC either?
No, I'm working Saturday, Joe.
Are you
12-hour work shift?
Balls and watching soccer all Saturday and Sunday?
Joe, I'm working a 12-hour shift Saturday.
Yeah, but you still keep a track of Chelsea, don't you?
I don't even get time to watch Chelsea, Joe.
Okay, that's good for you then. All right, why am I talking about wrestling with two people who do want to talk about it? All right.
I like wrestling. I was going to say, you know what? We talked about it in our last segment with Xenia, but, this is the thing. Okay, as much as people want to say wrestling is predictable and, you can always tell what's going to happen. Yeah, but this was probably one of the biggest oh no moments, in a while, I think. The Toronto crowd, they showed up, they were loud, they were engaged, they reacted to literally everything. You could feel moments when they happened. And I think when this happened, you could just tell the Toronto crowd went quiet fast.
Okay, hold on. This is the last thing I'm talking about wrestling, okay? So they were here and we had Huge Pop presented an amazing interview that we had here on the Fired Up audio side. Here with Lash Legend. Now, this week on the audio side, we're going to present WWE champion, yes, Jade Cargill, former basketball player, is going to be on the Fired Up Network side. All right, stop talking about wrestling. I'll get to wrestling later on. Let's talk about the AFC, NFC championship games. And boy, Norm was saying this is going to be a doozy. They were playing in Denver. the game started off sunny and everything. It ended up like Toronto the last 2 days here, like a blizzard. Like you won't believe a blizzard.
It was
And what a game.
slippery. They were sliding all over, and you could tell, like, even the camera was hard to see sometimes. I can only imagine playing in those kinds of conditions.
What a game it was. A thrilling 10-7 snooze fest. Yes, 10-7 snooze fest. Norm, were you sleeping? Were you sleeping during this game, or were you like on edge? This is an amazing theater. Or was it scripted that New England and maybe the MVP of the league are going to go to the Super Bowl and lose?
No, unlike wrestling, it's not scripted, Joe. So
yes, this is scripted. I'll tell you why. September 4th, somebody on TikTok showed me this. September 4th of last year, that was the day that the NFL started. They had all quarterbacks looking at the Super Bowl trophy. Notice they did not have Josh Allen right at the front. But the two people right at the front, maybe Seahawk fan, can you tell everybody the two quarterbacks right at the front staring at the Vince Lombardi trophy were who?
Well, let me guess. Drake May and Sam Darnold.
Yes, that is scripted. That is scripted. If you ever 7 months later, Seattle and New England, ho hum.
Joe, only your favorite wrestling is scripted. It's the only sport, so to speak, that's scripted.
Mud wrestling is not scripted.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Rosa wants to have a mud wrestling match with you. Are you going to take her up on it?
No, I'm too old, Joe.
Yeah,
I'm 70.
He's worried about his groin injuries. All right. So, Norm, what did you think of?
Worry about your own groin injury.
Listen, I have the biggest groin in the world. Don't bother me. Now,
yeah, people want to hear that, Joe.
Well, they don't want to hear about your small groin. Let me tell you. Now, go ahead and talk about Denver.
Talk about Denver. Well, why don't we talk about New England, seeing as they're the winners?
Oh, wait. Let's talk about Denver leading 7-0 to begin the game. Jarrett Stidham playing first time he touched the ball. Great. Then he did Butkus. Nothing. You squeeze your balls and you nothing. He did.
Well, that's why I picked New England because that's why I picked New England because they were going with their regular starting quarterback, Drake May. So as you know, right here on the Fired Up Network, I picked New England to win. I picked them by a field goal. They won by 7.
He said, and Angie always says, he always picks 3-point games. He always picks this. And what was the score? New England won 10-7, and Norm Rumack, the broadcasting legend, said New England by 3. Did you not say that, Norm?
I did say New England by 3. I forgot. I thought they won by 7, but you're right. I did say New England by 3.
And Joe, you told people to bet on it, so
yeah, and see, this is why I'm in a good mood. Look at a gold team. My hair looks good, everything like that. And plus, Norm actually, unlike Seahawk fan here, gave me a nice early. He's going to give me the day of birthday present, but early birthday present. All right. And Norm, because of that, I will not get you Backstreet Boys tickets. All right. Because I know you hate. Well, I know you hate the Backstreet Boys.
Well, thanks for nothing then.
That's right, Seahawk fan. Thanks for nothing. February 8th coming, and I didn't. Never mind. All right, Norm. Anything else you want to talk about the AFC Championship game before we go to Angie for the AFC, and then she'll start the NFC. So go ahead.
Oh, it's a great story for Mike Vrabel, the coach.
Yes.
A great job, former Super Bowl winner under Bill Belichick. And it's a great story for Drake May. You'd asked anybody at the beginning of the year what were New England's chances of getting into the Super Bowl, people would laugh at you, right? What did they win? 3 or 4 games last year? Was it something like that?
4-13, and this year they switched to 14-3.
It's an amazing turnaround. Just shows you with all the expertise and all the predictions from Vegas, Schmegas. It just shows you can be the biggest expert in the world, and you still realistically don't. You can't predict what's going to happen. That's what makes the league exciting.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you, If you would listen to the Fired Up Network at the beginning of the year, I said it's two teams in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. I said if Diggs comes up big with Drake May, who's friends of the six, Drake, Drake Norm, okay? Everybody started from the bottom. They really started from the bottom, and now they're here, Norm. They're here. They're one step away from getting me. And by the way, Norm, I know you're coming for the Super Bowl party. What is this here? For the Super Bowl party and everything like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, okay? We're going to have Kraft macaroni in honor of Bob Kraft, the Jew. Me, you, and Bob are Jewish. We're going to have Kraft macaroni for the Super Bowl. How do you like that, Norm? He cuts out. All right. So I guess he doesn't like macaroni. So Seahawk fan, all right, you first started talking about the AFC. Well, I tried to endeavor to get Norm back. He's back now. But
yeah. So this game, I think it came down to execution. Definitely not hype. One team proved, they can handle the pressure when the other lots of missed opportunities. And I mean, that shouldn't happen. The experience really matters in these January games. Championship games like this, especially, don't care about potential. They care about who closes. And, I think the best team won. I didn't want to see the Broncos go through anyway. But it just shows the refs weren't on their side this time. I don't know what happened in the Bills game, but not going to go back there again. But, having said that, I think.
Can you tell me, both you guys, once you know that their quarterback is not playing, okay? Did you really think that Denver is going to beat New England? Even though they're playing in Denver, maybe there's a 1% chance, but did you really think that Denver is going to beat New England?
That's why I bet against them, is because they didn't have their starter. They didn't have Bo Nix. That's exactly why I bet against them.
I think everybody bet against them. But Norm predicted the score.
But you never know. Exactly. You never know. Norm predicted the score, and it wasn't a total blowout at all. They literally, New England, won by 3 points.
Yeah, well,
it wasn't a total blowout.
That game, we're lucky we had 17 points there. So, all right, you start us off with the NFC game because it's I shouldn't say your Seahawks, but whatever. And the Rams, that game was really for 10-7, the other one 31-27, and Smith and Jigba, one reminds me of me when I was playing with Norm football, one-handed catch and everything like that. And Puka Nacua is amazing. Norm, I'm going to ask you this, and then we'll go to Angie what her summation of the game was. Would you rather have Puka or Jackson Smith-Njigba as your wide receiver? Puka or Jackson?
I'll take Puka.
You like Puka?
Yeah.
It's hard to. Puka has been great. Jackson's been great. We'll see in the Super Bowl how great Jackson would be. But Ange, who would you take? And give me your summation of the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, I was looking most forward to this game throughout the entire weekend, obviously. So, as we said, the Seattle Seahawks, I mean, they took down the Rams 31-27. It was definitely a thriller of a game for sure. Did you know this is Seattle's first Super Bowl trip since 2014 and also sets up a rematch against the Patriots?
And do you know what happened that game?
That I don't know.
They had the beast mode. They had Marshawn Lynch, where you cannot stop him. If you're in the 3-yard line, 10-yard line, you just feed him the ball. Feed him the ball. Feed me more. He wanted to be fed more. Feed me more. What did they do? Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll, in his infinite wisdom, we're not going to run the ball at the 1-yard line. We're going to throw the ball. What happens? Interception. Ho-hum. New England wins the Super Bowl. I guarantee that won't happen this year.
I guarantee that too.
Because they told me, because it's my birthday, they told me what's going to happen. Unlike Norm, I have the scripts of wrestling. I have the scripts of the NFL. I have the scripts of the CFL. And I have the scripts of the Olympics. Boy, we're going to get to that in a second. But I'm telling you right now, Seattle, if the game's on the line, they're not throwing the ball. They're running it and running it. There's 4 downs. They'll go 5 downs to run the ball. Go ahead. Ange, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. Well, I didn't know that's how it went down, but I'm definitely going to say it's going to go the opposite. And I did bet on this game. I mean, the spread was, pretty decent, and I knew how Seattle had played last time. So thanks to all of our tips on the Fired Up Network here, I won some money on this ticket too.
Okay, wait. Norm, did you hear this? She won money on me and you, right? So,
No, I just did the over under. I did the spread.
No. I don't want to hear you. You still won. All right. We're a team here. We're a team. Norm, me, and you. So it's 3 ways. So how much money did you make?
Okay, I didn't win that much money.
No, I didn't ask you
how much at the beginning.
You said too much. Did she not say too much, Norm? She was happy and everything. Now, when she has to split the money, it's like every other lady. When you have to split the money, they don't have money. All right. Norm, what did you think of the NFC Championship game? Enough of this. Oh, you guys are upsetting me.
It's just because you're sad the Bills aren't. We're not talking Bills right now.
I'm not talking about the Bills.
Sadly.
No, I'm not.
So,
I'm over that.
So, Angie, what are you going to do if next year, I haven't seen their schedule, Joe probably knows, but if the Bills, whenever they play Seattle, who are you going to be cheering for?
I hope the Seattle's going to be the Super Bowl champions, but I'm probably going to have to go with the Bills. Or I'll wear my Seattle's t-shirt with my new Bills jacket on top.
Wow.
Just in case.
Boy, you cover all the bases there, Angie. Nicely done.
Okay, Joe, honestly, I know you're a Bills fan. Fine. Who are you going to cheer for, though? You have to pick somebody.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're going to go New England, aren't you?
Listen. We have
I'm listening. I asked you the question.
Norm's good friend, Eric Cohen. And Eric wants to know, what is Norm bringing to the celebration on February 8th at the Super Bowl party at Joe's house? So, Norm, do you want to answer that?
He's bringing apple turnovers from Pepperidge Farm.
No. He can't even spell pepper.
By the way, people love that comment, Norm. Like the comments.
Did they?
They keep coming in for that. Maybe we'll get a sponsorship from Pepperidge.
Yeah, I'm amazed we have viewers and listeners who actually remember Pepperidge Farms.
Yeah, they do.
They're in your age bracket of 70 and older. Come on. All right, Norm.
Well, that's good.
Who doesn't love
good to have some
turnover? Come on.
Good to have some old folks watching the show.
There you go.
All right, so Norm, we're gonna do a lengthy preview of the Super Bowl next week. Again, Super Bowl 60. Santa Clara, California, Sunday, February 8th, the greatest day ever, 6:30 p.m. It is Seattle taking on New England in a rematch, like she said, from 2014, where New England beat them, even though Seattle didn't run the ball or whatever. But here it is, Norm. I know you're excited about this one. Bad Bunny going to perform at halftime, right? Bad Bunny going to perform at halftime. You know what's the big talk about Bad Bunny's performance? Is he going to wear pants?
Cardi B's going to jump in.
No, if he's going to wear pants. I speak to the guy who knows about not wearing pants in the world. Norm Rumack, do you think he wears pants or not?
Yeah, I'd wager the over. I'll say he wears pants, Joe.
Oh, wait. Are you wagering that he's going to wear overalls?
I couldn't give a rat's tuchus if he wears overalls.
Well, you want to see a rat's tuchus? It's Bad Bunny. He's a bunny. It's a rat. So it's a rat's tuchus. Do you want to see a rat's tuchus or not? You're just saying, no, he's going to wear pants. And then you said you don't care if a rat's tuchus. So is he going to wear pants or not?
No, he's not. He's wearing pants, Joe. That's the final bet. He's wearing pants.
All right. So, we got more. For Ange, who likes to place bets, takes money from Norm and places it for bets on the Super Bowl. All right. So Norm, the longest rush in the NFL in the Super Bowl, will it be Seattle or Seattle player or Denver player?
Denver.
Seattle or New England player. Go ahead.
I'll say it'll be Seattle.
Seattle. That's 3-1. All right. Norm, whose mascot is going to be celebrating at the end?
Seattle.
All right. So you're already hedging your bet to Seattle capturing Super Bowl 60. Now, Norm,
I don't really think they have a weakness in particular. I'm not saying New England has glaring weaknesses. They don't, but just, Sam Darnold has a little more experience than Drake May. And, but even if, Seattle goes on to win, it's been a sensational season for the New England Patriots. Like, no one predicted this, not even in New England. I'm sure even Coach Vrabel is beyond his greatest beliefs in terms of what's happened with his club. As we mentioned, the big turnaround from 4 wins to going to the Super Bowl. That's like an amazing. That's one of the best turnarounds ever for a Super Bowl team. I don't remember the last team that made it to a Super Bowl that had only 4 wins the year before. I mean, maybe it happened and I'm forgetting something, but that's an amazing season for New England. So they're playing with house money for. I'm not a gambler, but they're playing with house money. New England, they've got nothing to lose. Seattle are the favorites, and they're expected to win. And so New England, there's no pressure on New England, that's for sure.
All right, Norm, hold on. Ange, also, we got a question here from my good time friend, former wrestler, The Patriot. All right, he's saying, who's this lady wearing a Seahawks jersey? Does she want to place a bet on this game between the Seahawks and Patriots? And so I'm going to ask you, Ange. I'm going to say there is going to be a bet here.
Yes,
so what do you
sure.
want to bet the Patriot, the wrestler? All right, he is... Seriously, Google him. I know you Google fast. The Patriot, the wrestler, check him out. He has a good body, much like mine. All right, Patriot obviously goes for New England. You go for Seattle. Yep. What's this bet going to be?
Ooh, what's this bet going to be? Maybe
Norm, do you have a
amount of touchdowns? Maybe
what? No, not a touchdown. I'm saying a bet. An actual bet.
We're gonna bet. Yeah, we're gonna bet either of our teams to win. Obviously, I'm gonna pick Seattle, and maybe also we bet on how many touchdowns.
All right, here's the bet. The closest, like Norm last week said, that New England's going to win by 3. He won. Bing bang. He got 3 points. Not only did New England win, he won. If one of you guys say New England by 6. And Seattle by 7, and it happens. Let's say Seattle wins by 10 points. Okay, so obviously you win.
I was going to say 10 actually.
If
based
Seattle
on the way they've been playing in the high-scoring games Seattle has had, I think they're going to win by 10.
Okay, if both you guys are correct on the spread, so if you say 10 and it is 10, you win double the prize. Now here's the prize. All right, here's the prize. So, Angie, if you win, you got to get Norm something. All right? And okay. The Patriot, hold on. Patriot, you got to wear a Seattle jersey just with, what's your favorite number?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite number.
All right. But Smith and Jigba, 11. You got to wear a Smith and Jigba 11 jersey and show it here on Fired Up Network. And you're more than welcome to come on and we'll talk wrestling because we established that Norm loves wrestling. All right. Now, if the Patriot wins, New England Patriot wins, Angie, you got to get Norm $50. You got to get me $50. Plus, you got to take us to a steak dinner celebrating my birthday and then celebrating Norm's birthday. Do we have it?
All right.
Norm, we about to pray that Seattle loses. I don't care who
no,
you
we
pick.
Don't. Norm's on my side. Norm's on my side.
I'm going to make Macumba. Macumba, it's like a curse. All right? So, look, I told you. Norm, we got to bet that Seattle loses. Remember that for next week. All right?
No.
I'm not talking of NFL.
I'm telling you right now because I never change my mind. I think Angie.
You got a free steak dinner. What's wrong with you?
Angie is spot on, so I'm picking spot on. I was going to say Seattle. I was going to say Seattle by 10, and I'm sticking by it this show and the next show and the next show and the next show after that, Joe.
Yep, and then we're going to watch it come to reality.
I'm changing the bet here. All right, I'm changing the bet. So because Norm doesn't want and he agrees with you and all that, I'm going with the Patriot. So here it is. The Patriots win. Angie gives me, it was 50-50, but now gives me $100 and takes me out to dinner, a steak dinner, and plus gets me Buffalo Bills something, okay?
Okay.
If the Seahawks win, Norm gives you nothing, I give you nothing, and the Patriot gives you, well, whatever wrestler you want, like tickets or whatever. All right, and the Patriot just said right now, if she's going to Vegas, I got Backstreet Boys. We'll talk off air. I got Backstreet Boys nosebleed section, 1 ticket.
Perfect. I'll take it in advance.
1 ticket.
So Seattle's winning.
All right. Enough. Now let's talk about. We talked about the NFL. Me and Norm did Maple Leafs forever. Maple Leaf game tonight against Buffalo. We're gonna air tonight.
Okay,
Now,
actually, speaking of hockey, though, did you guys see, and how true is this? Because I know our sources are much more valid, but I haven't had a second to further
Norm doesn't
reach
have a
out.
source.
Did the refs that all refereed the game?
Yes,
where
they
the
all
goalies-
got fired.
They did, right? 100%?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I read that, but then you never know. There's
what
so
you're
much
saying
fake
is,
news,
let me
right?
explain it for Norm. Norm, you remember last week there was a goalie fight.
Yeah.
And now Gary Bettman he said it's not acceptable. Goalie fights, and not only player fights. There's less player fights than ever. And now we had a goalie fight, so he fined, suspended, and fired. But I think they're going to be back in a month or whatever. But
Yeah,
fired these referees and all that.
they're taking a temporary leave.
Yeah. Do you say that's a good suspension, or he shouldn't even bother suspending the referees for that?
No, I don't think he should suspend the referees. I think the crowd enjoyed the goalie fight. The players enjoyed the goalie fight. The viewers on TV.
Did you enjoy the goalie fight?
Yeah, I did.
I love the fights. I mean,
I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Let's not mistake that.
it is part of the game. It's part.
But I think both goalies enjoyed the fight.
Everyone enjoyed the fight. Even in the closing the argument statement after, he even said, he's like, I know the fans enjoy these kinds of fights, but there's always a but, right? The but has to ruin everything.
I'm not even going to
Before I get you guys in trouble, we'll wrap it up there.
All right, I'm not going to say what I want to say. Now, let's look a little bit to my Raptors here, okay? Raptors, what a roll. And by the way, I spoke to it's a Raptor calling me. I spoke to Scotty Barnes.
By the way, Raptors recaps for any of our fans. I do need to catch up, so I apologize in advance. I need to catch up on the last 2 games. But we do cover all Raptors games. You can catch them up on Fired Up Network.
And Raptors 905, we cover them also. So they're having a tremendous year. But Scotty Barnes was at Raw, the favorite subject that Norm wants to talk about. And I asked him, I was there. I showed, you could see it in the group, Angie. You could vouch for me there. You could see it in the group that I took very good pictures there. And
we all lived vicariously through you. Did you get to touch that belt?
You know, if you give me 2 minutes, I could show you the belt. But wait a minute. Scotty Barnes, I did ask him, what do you think Webster's going to do? We're a week, 10 days away from the trade deadline. And he did say he's expecting some moves within the Raptor organization. So, you know me, once a guy tells you that, you know, you tend to move a little bit faster and all that. So,
did he say big moves? Like, how did he say
big? And I asked him, you know, what do you think you need? He said a big man. So when he's talking a big man, he's not talking about me who's 5, you know, he's not talking about he's 6 something. He's talking about probably a center and probably with some meat on him like Norm. So, you know, he's talking about that. So again, Sabonis is available, Monk is available, and who knows, but I believe the Raptors are going to be very, very active in the trade deadline. And that's right now they're 29-19. Tomorrow they return back to the Scotiabank Arena to take on the New York Knicks, a battle of 3rd overall in the Eastern Conference. That is big. As you know, Norm likes the Knicks too. The Knicks have been really, really good last year and this year. They lost to the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Final, and now the Pacers won 9 games. But Pascal's been, I gotta say this, Pascal Siakam, he's been amazing. Every game he has 25, 26 points,
Yep.
but they only won 9, 10 games all year. And do you want to say anything about the Raps?
I mean, just that they're, crushing it. They've had some, but the games are just still too close for comfort for me, Like I need that bigger lead throughout the game, earlier on, towards the end of the fourth quarter. Like I cannot handle any more of these really close to call games. It's too stressful for me. But like you said, these wins just keep adding up, and we are getting close to clinching higher up in that conference final spot. So.
And Norm, what do you say about the Toronto Raptors this season?
Yeah, well, it's nice to see their turnaround. They've been kind of, mediocre the last several years. And you kind of wonder, maybe Masai Ujiri deserves a little bit of credit for sticking with the team for the most part. Pretty impressive. You get a win over Oklahoma City. That doesn't happen every day of the week.
Yeah.
And
in Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma.
Yeah, well, especially in Oklahoma. So maybe Masai, in retrospect, deserves a lot of credit for sticking with the young team and believing in them. And it's just unfortunate for him. He gets let go, but the team is stepping up in the right direction. So maybe he knew more than everybody else did in reality.
Yeah. So with the Maple Leafs playing like they are, and nobody expected the Maple Leafs to be so. Well, I'm going to say a crap, and nobody's expected that the Raptors be so good. So it's, give and take. Now,
isn't it interesting how we always seem to have like maybe one Toronto team out of all of them that are doing okay or like pretty good? Like, it's always maybe just one. Like TFC did horrible, Argos did horrible last year, but look what the Jays did. Like, so right now the Leafs are the Leafs. I mean, but the Raptors are on fire right now. They're playing very well. Even their losses are not that bad for the most part, for the most season.
Well, I told you about Raptors 905. They got 3 losses, 4 losses all year. So
they've broken records that I don't think any future teams will be able to do in that league. And they're still crushing it.
And Raptors 905 wants Storm and Norman to come out there. We're trying to get Storm and Norman night like they did at Woodbine there. Norm has requested 75 pizza for himself if he's going to have Storm and Norman night at Raptors 905. And we're going to be joined by Norm's best friend, who I'm going to give a shout out to because I'm February 8th. His birthday's February 1st. We're talking about Double A, Anthony Alford, whose birthday is Sunday, February 1st. It's his birthday, and he has a great, great podcast, Champs and Chums, with his son. Check it out there also. Norm, you want to say anything to Anthony Alford?
Yeah, happy upcoming birthday for sure. He's a great guy. Real good guy. Class act for sure.
All right there. And next week I'll do more birthday shout out. February is the shortest month of the year, but everybody is born February. Even she doesn't know this. Her does specialties on Fired Up Network Fam. Courtney Riddell, her birthday is February 9th.
I do know this because I already talked to Courtney.
Oh, did you give her a shout out when you did the shows this week? No.
Oh, we should have.
Because you're a Seahawks fan. You don't care about other people who are Buffalo Bills fans.
I care more about other people than my own self, and that's one of the things I'm working on.
No, hold on.
Thanks for pointing it out, because February is also Heart Health Month, so we all need to calm down.
No, I don't need to calm down. Heart, thank God I got 2 stents here. Thank God I'm alive. I'm seeing my good pal Norm Rumack carrying his career for another 30 years. All right.
There you go.
But here, you didn't even give her a shout out, Courtney Riddell. All right. Now here also February is Valentine's Day month. Okay. Norm comes to my house for the Super Bowl and all that. I promise I'm going to give Norm diabetic chocolates for Valentine's Day. Norm, you see what a nice guy I am? You see, diabetic chocolate. Yeah, you would take 1 or 2 or 100, right?
Yeah, well, I'm going to give you French fries and ice cream, Joe.
No, you can't give me French fries. You're coming to my house. You're going to bring me French fries and ice cream? What's wrong with you? Now, wait a minute. Here's the big question. A lot of people. Mark Askin is here. Mark Askin, famous producer here. Norm's best, very good friend. Okay, I'll answer his question first. Was I at Raw? Yes. I managed to go out there. I took the limousine. I was out there. CM Punk did talk to me. I'll call you later to tell you what's up with CM Punk. Now, Mark wants to know. The big question is, how come he never got invited to the Super Bowl birthday party? You're invited. I'm telling you right now, you're invited. As long as you drive Norm back to his residential states. And Mark wants to know, here's the big question, and Norm wants to know, Angie, are you coming over? And no excuses.
I'm going to the Super Bowl. Stop
You're
asking
not
me. I'm going
going
to
to
go
the
straight
Super
from
Bowl.
Vegas to
God,
San
oh,
Fran. I'm already in the US. I don't have to cross another border.
Then
I'm
where's
just
the
going to
Patriots?
accidentally get on the wrong plane from the Vegas airport, and I'm just going to hop right over to San Fran just in time for Super Bowl. So
All right,
I will
so
be
here-
watching you guys from there.
No. Hold on. You're more than welcome to attend the Super Bowl. But, and there's a but, because Norm likes big butts. He cannot lie. Those other guys can't deny. All right? Like, look, I'm telling you, if you're not at the Super Bowl, you better be here celebrating my 52nd year, all right, with Norm, driving Norm back, picking up the beer, picking up the pizza, picking up the chicken wings, picking up, did I say beer? More beer. And I have confirmed this. 100%, Norm. Mike Pinball Clemens will not be at my birthday party. But do you know who will be? Harvey Korman.
That's nice.
Wonderful.
All right.
So everyone's
So-
invited.
Wait, you just invited everybody to my birthday party?
Yeah.
No.
The more the
I
merrier.
want you to be at my birthday party because
Joe lives at.
No, hold on. I want you to be at my birthday party, and I'm going to say this, and everybody's going to get mad because Norm has agreed to be the referee of this. I'm going to have some lady named Patricia here. There's going to be an argument and a fight and everything like that. All right? That's all I'm saying. Now, let's close this off with Blue Jay time.
That's going to be a cage match right there. That'll be.
I don't think you. I think that's why you want to go to Vegas. You don't want to be in that cage because that Patricia, like,
I've been
you don't
working
know-
out, so I think I can.
You don't know Norm. She never knows Greek style. All right. So I'm telling you, but Patricia, like, never mind. All right. So let's talk about the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette. Norm, by the way, Bo Bichette gone to New York Mets wearing number 19. Jose, he would never wear in Toronto 19 because it's Jose Batista's number. I actually asked Jose Batista on Thursday what he thinks of that. And he goes, he has no comment. There's some bitter feelings. No, he did. No tengo comment. Yesta. I go, did you give me my birthday present? No tengo comment. All right, like, look. Okay, so, like, first of all, there's some bitter feelings there. Now, also, Kyle Tucker signing with the Dodgers. 240 smackaroos, Norm. That's sort of what I give you. All right. So now the Blue Jays are concentrating on pitching. There's one pitcher that I will go crazy if the Blue Jays get. He's from Houston. He's a left-handed pitcher, a starter. I think that's it. The Blue Jays get him, and we're not talking about going to the World Series. We're talking about winning the World Series. I don't want to go to the Super Bowl like Ange. I want to win the Super Bowl. I don't want to go to the Stanley Cup. Hell, I've never been. I want to win the Stanley Cup. You understand it, Norm? Win the Stanley Cup.
No, I don't understand that, Joe.
You don't want to, because you're
We
a
haven't seen
loser.
it in so
You never
long.
want to win.
We haven't
Now-
seen it in so long.
Joe,
here.
Joe, this is the longest question in the history of mankind.
There's no
Maybe you can get to
question.
the actual question.
Or
My
ask
question-
us so we can actually answer.
Yes. Okay, two-parters. First of
It's a
all,
5-minute question with a 10-second answer.
I'm talking, Norm. You're interrupting. Now,
That's the whole idea, Joe.
question is, do the Blue Jays go after pitching instead of going after hitting or fielders or whatever? Or do they stay status quo?
Definitely don't stay status quo.
Are your name Norm Seahawk?
Yes, there is no
No.
status quo because half the guys there's already been changes. So
Well, as they say in baseball, Joe, you can never have too much pitching. So that's the answer to the question. To
I
your
agree. And
10-minute question.
I
I
agree.
think this
and I
has
think
been this Norm's best show. He's so fired up, right, Norm?
they just keep getting better and better. I must say, Norm, we're so impressed with you.
Yeah, well, you know, Joe knows how to light me up. After a while,
Producer, get
after a while, I just lose my patience
And what
and
I've
I go
really
nuts.
What I've really noticed is with Norm lately, he's been an extra gentleman. When Joe's talking over me, Norm jumps in right away. Or now we both just talk over Joe. This is great.
Hold on. I gotta say this because Mark Askin said, Mark wants to know, this is a very fancy shirt that Norm is wearing. Can you show? Can you pull down a little bit your top so you could show everybody your
I
shirt?
pull down my top. What kind of a show is this, Joe? I pull down my top.
We talked about steel cage matches. We talked about.
I'm sure everybody gives a rat's tail what shirt I'm wearing under my
He's talking
hoodie.
about his tail all the time, man.
Never
What's wrong with your
mind.
tail?
Never mind.
Go ahead, Norm. He's
There.
Mark
You like it? Very nice.
Not as nice as my Seattle Seahawks
No. That wasn't
Super Bowl
Seattle
champion
Seahawks.
shirt.
No. I think you need a new shirt. I think you need 6,
I
7
think you need
shirts.
to pick a
6,
new
7.
team because the Bills are not going anywhere this
Yeah,
year. For the
I'll
rest
pick
of
a new
the
team.
season.
I'll pick a new team. You see here? It's the
You
Raptors.
still never answered. Who are you
You know,
cheering
I'm
for in the
very
Super
upset at
Bowl?
both you guys. It's my birthday week next week, celebrating all week. You know what? You take it over. You close it. I'm done here, man.
All right. Find us on Fired Up, all one word, Fired Up Network, streaming on all Roku devices as well as all socials.
Wait a minute. You don't even say how to get a hold of Norm.
Norm has to do that. I'm not his secretary.
Do you have a secretary or what? Norm, you have a secretary?
No, I don't have a secretary. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of my own information and data, Joe, but thanks anyway. Yeah, you can find me right here on the Fired Up Network with you and Angie and some other great guests. We have a lot of fun, as you can tell. Take a lot of shots, give a lot of shots. So
How many shots have you had today?
it's a lot of fun doing the show for sure.
How many shots have you had today, Norm?
What's that?
How many shots have you had today?
I lost track already, Joe.
That's
right,
the trick.
Why
He's
count?
giving
Give him
those
a
fireball
shot, give him a
shots
shot.
just before
All
our
right, next
segment.
week here on we may be we're gonna be back here for Royal Rumble preview and UFC 325 preview, but next week we're gonna be full-fledged with the Super Bowl. Since the Seahawk lady said she's going to be at the Super Bowl, I expect her, if she's at the Super Bowl, to be at the Super Bowl and doing updates with me and Norm. All right, and I expect you to interview Marshawn Lynch.
I was just going to say,
Kardashian
I'm
and
going to
Pamela
be
Anderson and Bad
I'm
Bunny.
gonna
Ask
be-
him.
I'm going to be in Vegas like the weekend before Super Bowl weekend. So I'm sure I'll come across somebody somewhere and be able to get us some more exclusive content.
Yeah, you have a chance like that, like you have a chance with Nick Carter. All right, so there you go. Norm, do you know who Nick Carter is?
No.
No, I knew it. Do you know who Bad
My
Bunny
favorite
is?
Backstreet Boy.
Yeah. I've seen Bad Bunny on Saturday Night Live, both the first time and then they repeated the show. It was so popular.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how he plays out. I must say though, like I said it before, hate me or love me for it. I'm still so looking forward to Green Day. And I wish that I don't even think that's going to be televised, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Green Day played at the Grey Cup a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
They're very
I
good.
love them. I love them.
Listen,
Yeah, no, they're an excellent band. Excellent band.
Green Day will be playing, and I'm telling you right now, and if Seattle loses and if you're not here Norm wants to,
That's not going to happen. So we don't even have to. We can just close it out now.
I'm telling you both guys. Norm, if Seattle loses, I'm taking away Harvey from driving you to your place. All right, there you go. And remember,
that's life, Joe.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. So
tonight, by the way, around 6 o'clock, we're going to do a Maple Leafs Forever preview. Me and Norm tonight, 6 o'clock, and you're going to see this tomorrow. And tomorrow, the Raptors are back at Scotiabank Arena to play the New York Knicks in a very good Eastern Division battle, a battle for third in the conference. Any last comments, Norm?
Yeah, well, it's been a marathon show. I've enjoyed your 10-minute long questions, Joe. They're absolutely riveting, and they're good at filling time. I'll give you credit to expand the show to an hour. Yeah, I give you all the credit in the world, Joe. The longest questions in the history of the human race.
If you're going to be like this, I'm going to bring a guy who has somewhat better hair than me. He's also Greek, okay? Maybe I'll shock the world next week and bring that guy, and that guy will put you in his place, all right? That guy will put you in the place, all right?
Well, you do a pretty good attempt at doing that, Joe. You fail miserably, but it's a good attempt. I give you a lot of credit.
Not only that, hopefully he's done cleaning the horse manures. All right, so for Ange and for Norm, you've been watching the Sports Wrap here on the Fired Up Network. Thanks a lot, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
Seattle.
Who?
Seattle. And the Raptors.
Who?
And the Leafs.
You like the Seattle